So, I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
On first down, it's Newton. Smith catches left side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Smith. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Newton. On the left side, a catch by White.
Newton's pass. Complete to James White. It's a gain of 4. Brings up.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. The reigning league MVP Lamar Jackson trotting onto the field and leading the way now in his 3rd season in the National Football League as this Baltimore offense gets set to go.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Jackson on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
At the 12-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he rifles one incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board first here tonight. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver's at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th.
The ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and...
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
39-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
6-yard line.
Back to throw, Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
At the Ravens' 35-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
At the 23-yard
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
23-yard line.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10, Newton again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And we're going to have a break in the action. As you can see, Mark Andrews is yet to get up. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Jackson. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they will get the 1st down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as the Ravens push further out in front. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory, you're just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to look. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
At the 11-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Newton throwing again. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots are back within a score.
Nick Folk for the extra point.
Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Patriots 10.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Down Baltimore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their...
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
To throw again, Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. That's complete into the hands of Myers. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the Ravens' 6-yard line.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Newton on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 2nd and 16. Jackson steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Man, Lamar Jackson, we all know it, but he is just so elusive with the football.
I don't care how many times you go through tackling drills in practice and how many different situations you put guys in practice. It's not the same as trying to get Lamar Jackson on the ground. He forced 42 missed tackles last year. That's twice as many as any other quarterback in the NFL. To your point, very difficult to get him down.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, they set up the screen to Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of third-year guys, couple of Pro Bowlers. Jackson to Andrews for the Ravens first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Hill. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Devon Gopcho on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
14-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
That ties the game at 17.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Newton. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can.
7-yard line.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. drive keeps moving.
And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 2.
They run once more with Edwards. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Ravens, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll look to
they did not want me to go places. For your plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready to told y'all that you I'm in my go yard. When I'm walking, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man. Suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on him and I bust out the south side. Is that big of the guy? Oh, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's see my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body. Hey, I don't know no. Every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what and when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action than no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building reach heaven's heights. Now that's what you call a God complex. Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket. Look at the flex, whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's not a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, white diamonds, Miley Cyrus, private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, masterpiece, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action than no talk, I went quiet on it. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
Flag on the play.
Yeah.
That's a